Hi everyone, this is Peter Thomas with Blue Lens. In this video, we're going to discuss how easy it is to set up an LT Auditor filter to audit, alert, and report on file activity on any Windows file share. To follow along, we're going to assume that your organization has sent you a request to audit and alert activity on a Windows share called budget. So we'll be using the budget share as a reference point for this presentation. The steps to set this up are, we need to set up a filter within LT Auditor to audit and alert on all file activity on the budget file share. We're going to perform some file activity within that share and then validate. We're validate with that we have received the alerts and we can report and see what kind of activity LT Auditor has picked up for you. Before this test is run, you need to ensure that an LT Auditor agent has been installed on that file server hosting the budget share. That's what's going to allow us to audit that share. And more importantly, audit policies, Windows audit policies have been applied to that specific folder. Information to do so is described in the Windows Advanced Auditing Policy Settings for LT Auditor, a document that's available at the bluelens.com downloads folder. So without further ado, let's get started. I do have a Windows server that is hosting my LT Auditor manager, and I'm going to go ahead and launch my LT Auditor management console. We normally want to run this as administrator because the application is installed in the program files folder by default. So I've launched my management console. I have previously created a group called the budget server. And I've installed my agent. So this is the server that's hosting the budget share that we want to audit for this example. I need to run a quick validation to make sure that this agent is alive and well. So you can just quickly double click on it and it's going to return the status saying assigned and looking good. First order of day is to click on File System Auditing. We've been asked to set up a file filter. I'm going to right click on this pane, click on Filter Statement, and proceed to set up my policy. Let's give this a description. I'm going to call it a budget filter. We've been asked to audit all file activities, so I'm just going to proceed and set up a policy to audit just files. I just want to track creates, writes, renames, deletes, and access filter. I'm not going to track directories because that's not in the request, and I'm going to track any permission changes as well as any attempts to take over ownerships on any of these files. We're going to audit all users, all IP addresses, and as far as the location on that budget file server, we should know where the exact location of the budget folder. In this case, it's on the C:, budget folder. That's what, and I want to track all that particular folder along with all folders, subsequent folders underneath that. If I'm requested to audit specific files like XLS files or doc files, I could include that here. But in this example, we're going to audit all activity, all files underneath the budget folder. We've been asked to get alerted if there's any activity in that share. So I'm going to set up an alert. I have a test email, bltest. I'm going to bltest at bluelens.com. My subject is going to be alerts for activity on budget folder. I'm going to send it to bltest as well in this example. So bltest at bluelens.com. All right, and I'm also going to click on this run emergency task. This you don't really need to click on this, but for this example and for demoing and making sure that we get information quickly, we're going to click on that button. And we also have the option to put in some notes. If you feel you need to add notes about this policy, you could enter it in the notes section. I'm going to leave that blank, but that's my policy. It's for the C:, budget folder, all subfolders underneath that. And these are the specific operations I'm auditing, and I've given it a particular description, calling it the budget folder. And that's it. The simple is, in a minute, in less than a minute, you can set up a policy to track an alert on that specific budget folder. One of the things we want to confirm that this policy has been pushed out to the agent. You can click on the root of budget servers, and it'll tell you exactly when the policy is pushed out. If you notice, my time is 6:22 p.m. The last time a policy was pushed out here was 5:44. So we'll give it a sec to make sure that the policy is pushed out, because I want to confirm that I can get some real-time alerts if I'm performing some actions. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and map a drive to that particular share. So I'm just going to connect to that share. It's on the $C share on the budget server, and there we have it. This is the budget folder that we are going to audit activity on. Let me go back and check and see if the policy has been pushed out. It takes less than a minute. As you can see, it's 6:21, so the policy has been pushed out. All right, moving back into my budget folder, I'm going to perform some activity under this particular folder. Make sure we can get alerts and we can pick up this information in reports. I have an important looking document there. Let me go ahead and delete that. I'm being nefarious and just deleting a file here. I could rename this file to docx. All right, and I can do anything else I want. I could maybe even create a document, create a text document, just to show you that we can pick up any kind of activity that's going on. So while this is going on, you're probably hearing some dings going on, and that's probably my alerts popping in. So let's go check them out. So here we are. This is my BL test profile, and you'll notice that let's just start with the very first one. Well, there we have it. At 9:27, iBurns, that's the user that's connected, deleted the file, budgets. And we've got all these other alerts as well, which is he accessed a particular file, any kind of file access, and this is me renaming a particular file, and I'm probably accessing it again. I'm creating a file, so all the activity I just performed is now getting alerted upon. So it's as simple as that. The policy is working. It's been alerted. We're getting our alerts. We now need to just confirm that we can run reports on this. Again, LTR is a very quick method to make sure that your data has been rolled up. So it's the last roll up was 6:24, and our time is 6:25. So we can safely assume that we have information in the database to run reports on. Let's launch the reporting console. Again, I'm going to run this as administrator. And expand my Windows Enterprise suite here, go down to File System Auditing, and we have all these different report templates that you can run reports on. In this particular case, I'm just going to look at an existing template that talks about files deleted activities. So I'm just going to click on File Deleted, run my report here. And there we have it. It's giving you a detailed report of what time iBurns from this particular IP address deleted a file. It deleted this file XLX 2022 budget details XLS, and I have a full audit trail of exactly what happened. I could go ahead and run some more information, run some more reports. Let me just go ahead and look at all activity. Just pick up everything in there that we just did. If I were to run a report here, there you have it. You have deletes, access. This is the rename I performed, and and you got all this other activity going on in here. So it's LTR picks up all this information in very quickly, in real time. You get notified, and you can run reports, schedule these reports, or even schedule these reports to go out as emails to people that need to review this information. If you've enjoyed watching this video, we would really appreciate getting a thumbs up. And if you'd like to receive more content, please subscribe to this channel, and that will really help us. To close this out, if you're new to Blue Lens and LT Auditor and wish to get a trial, please go to bluelens.com/downloads, and we give you free trials. You can download it, test it out, and see if it works for you. You can also call 1-800-856-2583 or email sales@bluelens.com, and one of our experts will get back with you. Thank you.